Yo, what is up? demonjoefrance here. Welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today we're going to be going over my top 3 mythic heroes in Fortnite Save the World. It's actually been a very long time since I've done a top 3, top 5, top 3000. It's been a while since I've done a top anything video. And you know, the other day on Twitter, I was asking you guys for video ideas, and this man right here actually gave me the idea. He actually told me to do a top 10 weapons, but I want to put more thought and effort into that video. So in the meantime, I thought this would be a fun and easy video to make and kind of spark a discussion in the comments for my top 3 mythic heroes. Now, there is one thing I want to get out of the way before we do get into this video. I know just yesterday I gave a shout out to my good friend Nightmares, but I do want to give one more in this video. It'll be the first link in the description. It is for this man right here. Now, this guy's name is Sylon. He is around 100 followers away from 15,000 followers on Twitch. He has no idea that I'm doing this, but I would really appreciate it if you guys click that link and go hit him with a follow. I've been literally watching this guy for months. Like ever since I was around like 5K, I've been watching this guy's videos whenever I was teeny tiny. And this is a Twitch streamer that does save the world nearly every single day. Absolutely love this guy, and if you guys could please go follow him, I would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video and let's discuss my top 3 mythic heroes. Now, of course, this video is going to be quite opinionated, just like all of my videos on the channel. You know, whether it's a review or a news video or anything like that, I'm always going to be giving my opinion. So if you guys are in the comment section like, nah, these aren't the top 3 best mythic heroes, let me just go ahead and break it down for you. If we're going by actual top 3, if we take a look at the soldier, you got MGR. MGR is pretty god tier. I'd put her in the top 3. We take a look at constructors, Mega Base Kyle, he's pretty god tier. I'd put him in the top 3. And if we take a look at Outlanders, Field Agent Rio is pretty god tier. I'd put her in the top 3. So there you go. MGR, Field Agent Rio, and Mega Base, those are the top 3 best heroes in the game. Unopinionated. I'm sure there'll be some people arguing about that in the comments, but there you go. So let's actually get to my opinion. Let's get to my top 3 mythic heroes, because I did want to do that for people that were like, oh, you're clickbaiting, you're not telling me the best, you're just giving your opinion. So, you know, I figured I would just give like the quote-unquote best in the game. Now I want to give my opinion, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So I'm going to be doing this in order from 3 to 2 to 1. So we are going to start at number 3. So here at number 3, my third favorite mythic in the game is actually Dire the Werewolf. I freaking love this hero. Now, when this hero first came out, he got a lot of bad reception. Not many people liked him. I feel like I was the only content creator that really did a review on him and kind of put a positive spin on it. I absolutely love Dire. This guy at nighttime is a freaking beast. He's got a great dragon slash, and his kunai barrage is freaking monstrous. If you guys have, I think it's Bladestorm Enforcer in the tactical slot, you guys are going to be able to use this like crazy. And if you aren't fighting like high level enemies, you can actually like one burst a blaster with this thing. You can bring a smasher to like half health if you get, you know, within a certain range. But this guy is a complete monster and is probably one of the most mythic feeling mythic heroes that we have in the game. He's basically a ninja without having the problems of energy. The problem with ninjas is that you guys got to be constantly jumping around and using your abilities, but at nighttime, Dire gets a crazy buff to his mobility, and while he's doing those extra double jumps and all that kind of stuff, it actually doesn't use up his energy. So he's got a great dragon slash. The dragon slash leaves a trail behind it, which can be used to slow enemies and do damage over time. He's got a crescent kick, which we don't talk about the crescent kick, and he has also got the kunai barrage, which, like I said, with the Bladestorm Enforcer in the tactical slot, the kunai barrage is actually a very good ability. So I'm a huge fan of Dire. He is one of my favorite mythics in the game, and he's actually the one that got me into ninjas. For a while, I absolutely hated ninjas, absolutely could not stand them, but actually Dire the Werewolf was the first ninja I actually genuinely enjoyed playing, and then I moved on over to Skirmisher, and then I moved on over to Dragon and all that kind of stuff. So Dire, probably one of the most mythic feeling heroes in the game. Absolutely love that hero. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. In the number 2 spot for my second favorite mythic hero in the game, we have Ragnarok. Now, Ragnarok might come as a surprise to you guys, but I absolutely love Ragnarok. He's a very fun Outlander, and he's actually got a few tricks up his sleeve which I feel aren't quite utilized properly whenever people actually thought about Ragnarok and gave reviews on him. I did a review on Ragnarok a very very long time ago, I was a terrible, tiny little channel that really didn't make my videos well or really know what I was talking about. Now I know I know a lot more nowadays, okay? And you know, if I did have to review Ragnarok again, I would say he's above average. Previously, I was like, he's fun, but now I'm like, I freaking love this guy. So he's got Shock Tower, he's got an anti-material charge, and he has the seismic impact ability. Now, Field Agent Rio, which I did list as one of the actual best mythic heroes in the game, who's also an Outlander, she has seismic impact as well, but whenever she uses seismic impact, you know, you punch the ground and a burst of energy goes out forward. Well, with Ragnarok, after it goes forward, it comes right back. So if you are in a trap tunnel, or you are kind of leading husks towards you or training them, you're actually going to be doing twice the damage with this ability, as well as knocking things around and just completely causing a crap ton of destruction. Something else I like about Ragnarok is that his anti-material charge, normally you don't think about anti-material charges as something that you do a lot of damage with, but yeah, they can actually be used to do quite a bit of damage. I love using Ragnarok's anti-material charge because it's very similar to Striker AC, I believe, the Outlander that can, you know, punch like 1,000 things at one time. Anyways, Ragnarok's punch will actually do a crap ton of damage to trash mobs. If you got, you know, just normal husks or husklings or even husky husks, you can actually do quite a lot of damage if you use it correctly. And on top of all that, you have the Shock Tower, which is a very, very strong, you know, ability. It will do a crap ton of damage. I forgot exactly what the name of the hero is, but it's actually from, I think it's from the Blockbuster set. It was another Outlander that you could put in your tactical to increase the time of your Shock Tower by 2 seconds. It's very, very, very useful tactical. I can't remember the name. I'll put it on screen somewhere. But yeah, Ragnarok is a really fun hero to play, especially in encampment missions. And all in all, he's actually one of my favorite Outlanders. So you have seismic impact. It will go out. It will come back, do extra damage. You got the Shock Tower, can do insane amounts of damage, especially in encampments. And you have the anti-material charge, which if you got some enemies lined up, you can do a crap ton of damage with that as well. So now we have Ragnarok out of the way. Let's go ahead and move on to my number 1 favorite mythic in the game. This is honestly not going to be a surprise to many of you. So my number 1 favorite mythic in the game for the first spot on my list is Carbide. You guys freaking know, man, it's a meme on Twitter, it's a meme on streams, it's a meme on the channel that I just freaking love Carbide, man. I mean, you know, a lot of people like to say all I do is play Urban Assault, when in reality I probably play Cobalt Commando a lot more. Now, why do I like Carbide so much? Why do you like Carbide so much? Well, I remember being a lower level whenever I unlocked Carbide during the Blockbuster event. I was in Canny Valley, I believe it was, and the only way that you can get Carbide to his true potential is by getting him to 5 stars. And I remember he was the first ever hero I got to 5 stars. I was working so hard to get him because when you got to 5 stars, you got the amazing freaking helmet to finally go on your hero. And when you got that, it actually changes your voice lines to sound like you're talking through a helmet, which is really cool. But the main stuff aside from cosmetics with Carbide, because he's a freaking blue Master Chief, he's Spartan Lock, he looks freaking awesome. Aside from that, his abilities. Now, keep out grenades are a huge thing for me. It is on Urban Assault and I believe one other soldier, or I could be wrong. I know it's on MGR as well. But the keep out grenades are a huge thing. It causes an AoE kind of electric field on the ground after you throw it, doing tons of damage. That is one thing that he has. He also has an ability called Zip and Zap, which is very similar to the dual pistol ability, which basically allows you to pull out dual Space Invaders, which can do some insane damage to structures. It's basically like an ability meant to be an obliterator. It can just bounce off of walls and destroy things in like one hit. I love Zip and Zap. They can do some damage in trap tunnels, but mostly I kind of use them to level buildings and stuff like that. And then aside from that, he has my favorite ability, which is Shockwave, where you grab a grenade and you smash it on the ground and you do some damage like that. Carbide is just the freaking amazing hero in my opinion. I mean, you go through a whole quest line during the Blockbuster event, you know, he's actually got a story behind him that you can actually get invested in. He looks freaking amazing and he's got some really good traits about him to go alongside his abilities. So guys, that is my top 3 mythic list, along with, you know, the actual top 3, you know, at the beginning of the video. But guys, that is my top 3 mythic hero list. I do want to hear your guys in the comments down below. You know, whenever you actually actually do think about it, the game really doesn't have that many mythic heroes in the game, so it's actually really easy for me to make this list. I'm like, okay, what heroes do I have the most fun with? Dire, Ragnarok, and Carbide? That sounds about right. So yeah, this video is actually quite easy to make, but I did have a crap ton of fun making it. If you guys want to see more content like this, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to give you guys some more top 3s, top 5s, whatever you guys want. Might also get around to top 5 assault rifles, top 10 assault rifles, or well, there's probably not even that many, or you know, not that many good ones, but you know, I might do some more top videos in the future if you guys do want to see it. But guys, that is pretty much it for me. I do want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What is your list? And also, please click that link in the description and go give Sylon a follow. But guys, that is pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.